It is Monday, March the 9th. I have no introduction for this today. I can't tell you what is going to happen tonight. It's going to be mayhem. It's going to be craziness. All I know is kick back, relax, enjoy the mayhem because another edition, the NFL Free Agency Frenzy edition of Unbiased starts right now. Welcome in, everybody, to another edition of Unbiased, only here on 609 Sports Talk Radio, coming to you guys live tonight on a beautiful Monday. It is a gorgeous day out. The sun's still out. It's 70 degrees, and the NFL is on drugs. But guess what? We've got so much to talk about. As always, Sam Nelson, Tyler Adams, George G, back with us tonight. How are we tonight, gentlemen?
Doing good. A little confused, but we're ready to go.
We are, because guess what? We are opening the show tonight with breaking news. Former Carolina Panthers running back Rico Dowdle to the Pittsburgh Steelers.
No. Wow.
So that is now Michael Pittman and Rico Dowdle the Steelers have added to their offense today.
Man. Has Aaron Rodgers committed to returning yet?
No, he's still in his dark place.
He's still on the retreat.
He's still in his dark place. He's going to wait to come out of the hole and go, oh, okay. Yeah, I'll come back.
You know, it's free agency frenzy. My night's already made, and it has nothing to do with a free agent signing. Because Tyler,
what's going on, Carol?
Carol, good evening. We've missed you, Carol. I've missed your comments. Welcome back in. We got a lot to talk about, gentlemen. That's just the start of it. That I just got that tweet notification as the intro was playing. That's why we opened the show with breaking news. I mean, we could start there, I guess. Who wants to start off here? I'm going to give someone the floor. Where do we want to start this show? Because there is so much to go over today that I don't know where to start.
I feel like a good starting spot still the Raiders.
Oh, okay. Let's kick that off. Well,
Tom Brady's
as we know,
it's kind of showing.
We know Tom Brady's calling the shots. Minority owner, my ass. Come on now.
But yes, Tom Brady and the Raiders, they've been busy today. They've been plenty busy today. Huge moves coming out of Las Vegas, and I mean huge. Here's what we got so far from Las Vegas. Tyler Linderbaum, 3 years, $81 million. Linebacker Quay Walker, 3 years, $40.5 million. Linebacker and former Eagle Nakobe Dean, 3 years, $36 million. Wide receiver Jalen Naylor, 3 years, $35 million. Defensive end Kwity Paye, 3 years, $48 million. My God, I feel like I'm an accountant right now. Cornerback Eric Stokes, 3 years and $30 million. They traded for cornerback Teron Johnson, who we thought was being released by Buffalo. Mm-hmm. And they also re-signed defensive end Malcolm Kuntze, I hope I'm saying his name right, for 1 year and $11 million. Who wants to kick this off with this Raiders free agency class? Because this is absolutely insane.
George, if you'd like to.
I was going to say, I said, Davis is not the football guy. Tom Brady's a football guy.
Mm-hmm.
you know, a couple bodies in the office are football people. And if you don't think that Tom Brady, I mean, if Tom Brady is at the championship game checking out Mendoza, Tom Brady's face, he is popping up all over the place with Mr. Davis. What's that tell you? Minority owner, my foot, man. Bull. Brady's helping putting the squad together as if he was even quarterbacking.
Yeah.
So guess what? Not this year. Listen, we saw a lot of 1-year flips last year. I'm not gonna put that much pressure on the Raiders right off the rip, but let's see who else they snag, and things could look very interesting in that division all of a sudden. It could be a very strong division.
It could. I mean, you talk about a team that was once the laughing stock of their division. And they're I would say slowly, but kind of rather quickly putting the pieces together. I mean, strengthening your defense after trading away Crosby. Obviously, he's a great player, but you got valuable assets in return. You're shoring up your linebackers, trying to fix your secondary, trying to gather more pass rushers. And then heading in, well, before I even get to the draft, they're making moves on the O line. They're strengthening that for Mendoza's arrival. Still have Ashton Genty going into year 2.
Mm-hmm.
And I think, obviously, after Mendoza with that second first-round pick, I think they take a tackle just to shore up that offensive line even more for the future to come. And yeah, I don't think there'll be a 1-year turnaround team. That is a lot of pressure to put on a rookie quarterback. Even the Patriots didn't do that.
Well, the Raiders now have what, 3 or they're going to sit there with 2 first rounders this year, 2 first rounders next year.
Mm-hmm.
That's not a bad start. I
Not at
mean,
all.
even if they may be picking into the middle of the pack, depending on how bad the Ravens suck, it could get them a top 10. Who knows?
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of a wait and see year for them, but this is probably the most confident that I've felt about the Raiders in an offseason so far in a very long time, probably ever.
I mean, I was going to try to get a hold of my buddy Doug. He's a big Raiders fan, but I want to wait. I wanted to wait until at least this evening was over, then catch up with him tomorrow. Let him breathe, because I don't think he's had a chance to absorb what the heck is already going on today.
Yeah, a lot's happened.
Stephanie, absolutely not.
Nope.
No.
Nope.
And
They're
what
not trading
they're-
squat. What are they going to
You're
trade
not
for?
you're not in a position to trade a first round pick.
What's going on, Zolt? I'm assuming
What's up,
is that a shot at our special guest here?
I've got to flip around and work nights starting
man.
tomorrow, so
Yeah, so
it kind of sucks.
So DA After Dark will be back next week when we get a little more organized, even though in Zolt's eyes, there is no such thing as organized with us. But, and no, Tyler, like you said, I think a quick turnaround is an unfair thing to talk about, especially for a rookie quarterback, also a first-time head coach.
Yeah.
I mean, look, Kubiak's a good offensive mind. We saw that in Seattle. We've seen it, but we have to see now, how does the head coaching aspect work into that? And the defense, it's still a transition because, yes,
Mm-hmm.
I think they've improved it. I think Kwity Paye is going to help a lot. Eric Stokes has earned a long-term home there in Las Vegas. I love the linebackers, both former Georgia Bulldogs, of course. But you still have to figure out the rest of the defense. Like, are you still looking for top end talent on that side of the football? Offensively, as of right now, like you said, I agree. The offensive line needs to be the top priority. You got to protect Fernando Mendoza. You have Colton Miller on the left side. He's not bad. He's fine. I'm cool with him staying there. Tyler Linderbaum comes right in immediately and is going to be top 3 center in the league, which he is.
Yeah.
Jackson Powers Johnson, pick what guard spot you're more comfortable with. That's where he'll be. I could also see the Raiders making a move for some interior help. How's Wyatt Teller sound in Las Vegas?
Oh, yeah, forgot about him.
Go put a former Pro Bowler in that line.
That could be a name to look out for. And another name I forgot to mention, strengthening the weapons that Mendoza will have, bringing in Jalen Naylor. I mean, obviously Brock Bowers is going to be receiver one. Everything's going through him, but someone who can make some plays. Jalen Naylor, I think, has a lot of potential that got overshadowed by the amount of depth that Minnesota had.
Ain't no such thing as depth. It's called Justin Jefferson. That's what got overshadowed. You play behind Justin freaking Jefferson.
Well, no, Addison was the 2. Naylor was just the afterthought.
Not to mention you still have T.J. Hawkinson and all the and freaking all their running backs. But now here's the thing: I like your idea of going with a tackle at that. What would that be? The 14th overall pick, I believe they have now.
14.
Or what you also could do, you could also put Mendoza with his wide receiver, one of the future. Carnell Tate, Jordan Tyson. There's so many things they could do with that.
Because the Raiders also hold, let's see, their second round pick is...
Their second round is 36, third round is 67.
So you're right. They, depending on how high that he would go, would he be available at 36? Or would they need to take him at 14?
All right. I'm just going to start punching through these real fast. Zolt said, I'm thinking that we are seeing the draft strategy for Vegas, get your quarterback and lots of offensive linemen. I agree.
Yeah, what a concept. Oh, my gosh.
Okay.
Get your young quarterback and then protect him.
Yep.
What a concept.
Man, if only the Bengals did that. Oh, wait.
No, the Bengals quarterback just has to go against T.J. Watt, Myles Garrett, and Max Crosby twice a year.
Meanwhile, they drafted Shamar Stewart in the first round last year. Good job, Bengals.
Oh, well, hey, at least they're trying to fix their defense now. Now he's got to worry about Joe Burrow, being dead by week 6.
Jeez.
Ryan, so let me just give you my thoughts on this. And I know, Brian, you and I don't see eye to eye on a lot of things. I'm glad we are in agreement. I was no way paying Jalen Phillips $30 million a year. He doesn't have the track. In my opinion, he's not healthy enough. Nor, I'm sorry, I'm not trying to sound like a negative Nancy. He doesn't really have the track record of a $30 million a year player.
Yeah, no, I agree.
And look, we saw what he did for that defense last year. He gave it a boost that we never saw for the earlier on in the year.
Yeah.
And I get that. I wasn't paying him $30 million. I understand the frustration with the Reed Blankenship. It doesn't seem like a lot of money, and I understand the frustration. Here is where I'm trying to get people to understand this. They are going to try to go as cost efficient at every position they can because they are already trying to get Jalen Carter's contract extension done because of what he is going to command. They're not going to let him get to the past next year without a new contract because of what they know he's going to be worth. Also, look what Trent McDuffie just got from the Rams. You have 2 of those guys over here. Quinyon and Cooper DeJean are up for contracts next year. And Cooper DeJean is right now really important because he doesn't have a 5th-year option. They are going. So, yes, I understand Reed Blankenship at $8 million a year for this year coming up doesn't seem like a lot. But it's after this. They have to. And not to mention, so, Brian, I'm not trying to sound like an ass here. Your wide receiver's contract and cap hit is another big issue that we're having right now. Because, it would just be easier if the baby would say he wants to be here or not. But, he can't talk. He can't come out and give me a straight answer. But they need to get as cost efficient in every area they can think of. And look, I'm not knocking. I love Reed. I wish the Eagles could have brought him back. But if Do you think Howie Roseman is really going to go into the season with Andrew Makuba and Sidney Brown as his starting safeties?
No. He doesn't even want Sidney Brown as his third string safety.
He doesn't want Sidney Brown on his roster after he tried to hide somebody on special teams last year.
Honestly, for the $8 million a year, there's other options out there. Reed Blankenship was a solid fit. Let's not act like he was spectacular.
I know someone who's happy today.
Oh man, where's he at?
Yeah.
Where's Dennis?
Yeah, he hasn't shown up yet. I'm sure he's happy. I'm not. I loved Reed. I thought Reed.
Well,
I mean,
too.
the guy went from an undrafted free agent who had $55,000 in guaranteed money to a team captain. The guy was a good player. Yeah. But even we said it. If they had to, I think they could upgrade. But the other thing I will say, this, because I know a lot of people don't watch the combine. This safety draft, it's loaded. The safety class at the combine did themselves a lot of favors. Wouldn't be surprised if the Eagles looked for a safety on one of the first 2 days of the draft. So, like I said, I get the frustration. I was expecting this. Again, we've been doing Birds of the Gridiron for a month. We have been trying to prepare you guys for this. They were going to lose Jalen Phillips. They were going to lose Nakobe Dean. They were going to lose Reed Blankenship. We're still waiting for Dallas Goedert, who I thought his market doesn't seem like it's moving as fast as we expected.
Yeah. I mean, what doesn't help him is that Kelsey just signed a 1 year, $12 million?
Which, by the way, why do we have to make a second tweet? Oh, breaking news. Travis Kelce's coming back for another year. Oh, more breaking news. He agreed to a new deal with the Chiefs. Because we were expecting him to sign with who? The freaking Giants?
Yeah, exactly. Like, who else was he going to go and play his final year with? Come on.
Brian, not opposed to it. I'm not opposed to it, especially now. I'm definitely not opposed to it. Because it doesn't look like he's going back to Chicago. Looks like they're kind of moving in a different direction.
Yeah.
Because they signed Kobe Bryant today from the Seahawks. Plus, I'm sure they're trying to re-sign one of the other two, either Byard or Jaquan Brisker. So there's, hey, maybe Kevin Byard comes back here. I'd be okay with the Eagles bringing Kevin Byard back now that Vic's here.
Yeah, now that Vic's here, exactly.
I'm
sure Kevin Byard wouldn't mind coming back now that Vic's here.
All right, I just want to make sure that we get these comments in. The only reason I wanted to bring Brian's up first is because we're kind of in the middle of the Eagles talk. Zolt said young O-line to grow with the quarterback. Defense can hold the fort until they solidify. Exactly.
Yeah.
Anthony said, I didn't mean at the first round pick, it's a quarterback. I mean, trade the other pick. No, and Anthony, I know what you meant. And no, the Raiders are not in a position to do that yet.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I wouldn't, because they already have so many picks. They don't need more in this year's draft. They really don't.
I mean, I guess he's thinking maybe trade 14 and trade back. Maybe, but
here's the thing. No, I would say
they don't have
a guy. Yeah, if there's a guy they know they can get later on, maybe, but it's not worth the risk.
I was gonna say right now it looks like they're focusing on the availability in that spot would be Keldrick Falk at 14 to help on the defensive side of the ball.
It would be an option but again, they've spent so much money on the defense today. I still think it is an option that they just go for something. Get the offensive side of the ball right.
I think they wait and address, get some edge rusher help, and this with their second round pick, 36.
It's a deep draft for edge rushers. I'll give you that. Anthony, backloaded. If this is going back to the Eagles, backloaded contracts is why we're in the situation that we're in.
It's coming to a point where you can't backload it anymore.
Anthony, where's he playing? Oh, yeah, let George see that. Eagles are not going to go after Trent Williams. We already have 2 tackles. If anything...
Oh, we're going to move him to right guard, just like we did with Mekhi Becton.
No, stop. You knock it off. You knock it off.
I'm here for the people's thing.
Dustin, what are they offering me? They ain't got much that I want.
Yeah, I would have said McDuffie, but
Unless they're going to throw picks at you.
They need their picks to fix their entire offensive line now that they have a running back.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Well,
Brian, yes.
Whoa.
No, because that's how Cowboy fans are. They get Rashawn Gary, which means they got Lawrence Taylor. Which, just listen to this real quick. I found out a crazy stat about Rashawn Gary today. He had 7.5 sacks this past year. He had 0 after October the 26th.
I wonder what happened then.
So, don't get me wrong. I hate the fact that I like what Dallas is doing. Gary's going to help the defensive line a lot. They need pass rushing help. And now you're paired.
They have other guys that are going to take pressure off of him. He's not going to have to come in and be that guy.
No, I mean, you're going to be throwing him and Adigizua and Quinton Williams, Kenny Clark. You're going to have a second-year Donovan Ezaraku, who I still really like, and I hate that because I love him, and he's a Cowboy. They also got Jalen Thompson to play some safety for them, and he's been a very productive safety in his career. And with Christian Parker now, you know how Christian Parker values his defensive backs.
Yep.
So I hate the fact that I like what Dallas is doing. Makes me sick.
That's all right. They still didn't get Crosby.
Say whoopsie.
Dustin's saying that Rappaport stepped away on TV to hit the phone. Oh, boy.
Uh-oh. Is it AJ?
Anthony, I got one loser, and it's the Patriots. I don't know what they're doing. They can't get a pass catcher.
They're still trying to get AJ.
That's the look. We'll give you two first round picks and David Putney, but that's all we can do. The wide receiver market is bananas today. Alec Pierce set the tone 2 seconds in. Which I'll give the NFL credit this year. Since the legal tampering can't start till noon, at least it started with a guy that was staying with his current team, so it doesn't look like we illegally tamper with guys.
Yeah.
Like DeAndre Swift 2 years ago. Like, oh yeah, DeAndre Swift is going to the Bears at 12:02. Wow, that was quick.
That's what she said.
It's a quick 2-minute phone call.
I'm glad you said phone call.
Oh my God.
Glad you said phone call.
Oh no, Dustin, I'm not saying I know why Gary struggled. I'm just saying, and like I said, it's going to help their defensive front.
It still adds to the point that he's not that guy. He needs someone next to him to thrive. And that's fine, There's only a few people in the league who are that guy.
Yeah, I mean, we know that, but I still think that Gary goes there, and it's the funny thing was you saw last week with him, he got that goodbye on his Instagram, but then they said he was hacked, and he actually wasn't released. Then he gets traded.
Yep. He has old said it too. Gary's good, not great. Can be really good if paired with somebody. Yeah, he shouldn't be compared to Micah at all.
Yeah, exactly. As long as they use the gang approach, you go after with a boatload of guys, they'll be in good shape. The Cowboys had a pretty solid first day.
And you had to say that with a straight face.
Uh-huh.
Boy, that had to hurt. That had to hurt. Yeah.
Well, see, here's the thing.
A straight face is hard.
Well, Brian, I don't know about winning, quote unquote, winning. It's like they were the most productive. I mean, you can't really say they won the day until you see. It's kind of like the draft until you see how everybody plays.
Like, there's a reason they have to sign all these players. We're aware of
Right.
this. There's a reason. This is what bad teams do.
Yeah.
But they are definitely they are a vastly improved team after day one. I'll say that.
Yeah.
I
They've
can
addressed
tell
key
you who.
areas.
Can I give you one of my winners? Because like this, there is no direction for this show tonight. This is going to go all over the place. News is going to break live on the show. There is going to be no direction tonight. We may be on here until midnight for all I know. But that'll be past me and George's bedtime. So Tyler, we'll have Zol come on with you, and you guys can take over
What
the
are you
second part of
talking
it.
about? I got to stay up late anyway. Oh
Do you want me to tell
my
you?
God! Oh,
You want me to tell you who
wow.
I think is a winner today?
Who?
How about the Saints getting Travis Etienne and David Edwards? Edwards, one of the best guards on the free agent market. You already have your tackles in Fuaga and Banks. You have McCoy at center. You have Ruiz at one guard spot. Now you sign a big-time guard in Edwards, and you're surrounding Tyler Shuck with weapons. They brought in Noah Fant to be a complement tight end to Juwan Johnson. These comments are freaking flying in, by the way.
Oh, wait
And
until you see what I just sent you guys. Oh my God! That is hilarious.
what is it that you said? Let me
It's
say.
it's in the think tank.
Oh,
Chipper
no.
just shot that to the group. That
Oh,
is
Jesus.
beautiful.
Nice.
Unbelievable.
But seriously, like the Saints to me had a good day. Kellen Moore is really taking that year he spent in Philly, and he's building the Saints just like that. The offensive line, now they have a good run game with ETN. I'm interested to see what's going to happen with Alvin Kamara now. Is his time in New Orleans over?
Well, no, but I mean it's not a bad change of pace back. You know,
No.
you're going to be able to save Kamara's knees a little bit longer for what you want him for. You want Kamara to be the next Tomlinson. You want to make sure that he has an extended career more than 4 years. Okay? So think about it that way. All he has done is now just come in and brought in some insurance. You know, I mean, that's not a bad 1-2 combination at all. I think that was pretty nicely done. Now, what Jacksonville's going to do for a running game, whoops, because you got rid of Tank. It's like, oh, now what do you do?
Yeah. Hey, we could trade him back.
For a king's ransom?
Yep.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
where Jacksonville's going to be weak right now. I'm going to be very intrigued to see what, because remember, Jacksonville doesn't have a first-round pick this year. The Browns have that pick. So Jacksonville doesn't even have a first-round pick right now.
Jacksonville's
And no running game?
back 40 times.
And no running game?
Oh, man.
There's some problems right there.
Now,
well,
I want to, I'm going to have to do this again. I want to jokingly agree with Zolt, but you know what? So many people gave them crap last year because they took Tyler Booker so early over like Colston Loveland and Tyler Warren, and it actually worked. Their offensive line is almost back to being that elite Cowboys O-line that we are used to. And does it freaking hurt me to freaking say this crap?
Man, Sam.
They also
using the cowboy word all show tonight.
now he needs to sign somebody so I can stop talking about the damn Cowboys. But Dallas drafted well last year, and I'm afraid they may draft well again. All right, Anthony going losers or Washington. We suck, and we're going to be third in the division. I mean, Anthony, you did get a Dafiowe today. So, I mean, that's an elite edge rusher that could help. Not an elite edge rusher, but a good edge rusher. I mean, he had a good year last year. Cashed in on a big contract. Got a little under what Jalen Phillips got.
Yeah.
And there went my idea. Tyler, you warned me on birds that I may have priced this out of Oweh, and yeah, you were right.
Yeah, just a little bit. You thought he was going to be a little too cheap. Just a little.
Justin, dude, Kenny Gainwell to the Bucks. I can't believe Pittsburgh didn't bring him back.
Yeah. Well, you saw where they were headed. They wanted Rico Dowdle. Honestly, what they had was two of the same backs in Gainwell and oh, what's his name? Drawing blank.
You really are drawing a
Hold
blank
up.
here.
Jalen Warren. He
Yeah,
wasn't
you
as
need it.
notable last year, but they were kind of almost the same back. I mean, Jalen Warren came on the scene as this receiving back, and then they bring in Gainwell, who kind of was not as great as a receiving back, but still kind of like a dual threat back that you like to
He
keep on the
turned.
field. But Dowdle actually brings a strong run presence, like running downfield. So pairing that with Jalen Warren again, I think that's a step in the right direction. I didn't like the duo of Warren and Gainwell. Gainwell was good, but they just didn't complement each other well.
I could see that. I like the Dowdle pickup. He was really big for Carolina. I think that's a big loss for Carolina.
Oh yeah.
I mean, Chuba's still
Well,
there, yes,
they just gave Chuba the contract last year, and then he got hurt.
and then they also still have Jonathan Brooks, who's coming off a
Exactly.
second ACL tear. So maybe that's why maybe they're hoping he stays healthy. I don't know.
They probably didn't want to overcrowd the running back room.
Zoll said now the league office doesn't pick up the phone until 12:30.
Well played.
Anthony, the Rams defense is loaded.
Rams are in win now mode.
They have to be. As long as Stafford's there, they have to be in
Oh yeah.
win now mode. And guys, bear with us. We're getting to these comments. There's so much to go through. But no, I mean, look, you get McDuffie, you bring in Jalen Watson, you re-sign Cam Curl, you have that elite defensive front already.
Yeah.
The Rams are literally in win now mode. It is now or never. And McDuffie's such a good freaking pickup. I'm so mad that the Chiefs gave it to the Rams. He's such a versatile player, and his versatility is what's going to help the Rams so much because they can put him anywhere.
Yep.
And now he's the highest paid corner in the league.
For now.
Yeah, for now. Yeah, Zone, exactly. You can win day one easily.
Yeah. Although I still think the Raiders day one this year was a little bit more impactful on paper than the Titans day one last year.
Shout out to Dustin for catching himself at the end of this, where
Oh
he's
man,
called
I've been
Jalen
waiting
Naylor,
for
Jalen
us to
Rager.
get to this comment here, man. I've been having to hold in the excitement to see the look on your face when you see the name Jalen Rager.
First, I got to compliment the Cowboys. Now I got to hear Jalen Rager's name. What are you guys doing to me? What did I say, though? Since the news broke about Rico Dowdle, quiet as a church mouse, just like I told it. We won't get a
Oh,
bit of news
Sam,
for the
it's
rest of
only
this
been
night.
a half hour. You need to calm down.
I'm stingy.
Well, one of the guys already popped I think it was Benchwarmer Brandon, already popped up one of his videos, little mock things about Mr. Walker going to the Chiefs. And that was the very first like major one I saw this morning, and I was like, oh, this is going to be a long day.
Mm-hmm.
That, of course, it's like, well, all right, you've got some offensive weaponry, but what are you going to do about that O-line?
Yeah, I'm surprised. I'm not surprised that the Chiefs went out and got Kenneth Walker like immediately. Their run, even with a bad O-line, they've at least had a respectable run game over the years. They had not a damn bit of a run game last year, and now
Yeah.
for
Well, they were
giving them
missing inside left and outside right. I mean, you really couldn't do a whole lot.
No, but even over the past couple of years, the O-line has not been great, but they were still able to find a way to effectively run the ball enough. Last year, Mahomes was their leading rusher almost every game until he got hurt.
Yeah,
Like,
well, Pacheco couldn't run at all.
Pacheco looks like his legs are shot, and he's only like 27. That injury he had has wrapped up the prime of his career. But now you get Kenneth Walker, who it only took the Seahawks till the playoffs to realize 20-plus touches is not a bad idea. And now, where do the Seahawks go? I mean, all you have the cover, and that covered, you got a Zach Charbonnet coming off a torn ACL. A name I thought they would have really been interested in would have been Tyler Algier from Atlanta, but he went to Arizona.
And
so
right now, a lot of, I mean, Seattle, no pun intended, but there's a lot up for sale in Seattle, including the team. So
that is also true.
It's, you know, right now, everybody's unsure of everything in Seattle. So it's like, hey, guess what? We won the Super Bowl. Yeah. And have fun and enjoy that banner, enjoy that trophy, because you could be a little while.
It could be. You're right.
It could totally be a little while.
Yeah, Walker's performance in that game sealed it for them. Imagine if they had to have Sam Darnold put the team on his back. It might have been a different ball game.
100%. I think it would have been. I said it. If Bo Nix doesn't get hurt in Denver, I think Denver beats New England, and I think we may be talking a whole different outcome. I really, truly believe that.
Yeah, the game definitely could have been different.
Dustin brings up Asante Samuel signed back in Pittsburgh. They also signed Jamel Dean today, which I was surprised at. But I guess, I mean, they did kind of transition Ramsey to safety a lot last year, so I guess they're going to go with maybe Asante and Dean on the outside, possibly. Dustin, I expect Kirk Cousins' market to start heating up.
Kirk Cousins to the Jets just seems like the typical move for both parties.
It sounds like
the Jets will probably overpay him, and he'll happily go there to get overpaid.
I don't know.
Tyler, welcome to every team that Kirk Cousins has played for. He has been overpaid his whole career.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Yes. If anyone missed it, Kenny Pickett is Bryce Young's backup now.
Sam's twin.
Oh, God. Cowboys are in the running for Trey Hendrickson.
The stash got signed.
Yeah, did he go to Arizona? Did he go to Arizona?
Yep. So even the injured, limp, and lame get signed today, Sam.
They're looking soldiers up. The Athletics already out with free agency grades. We're not even through the first. We're not even 12 hours.
They're not done yet.
Yeah. Jeez. Can we at least get through 24 hours?
24. Get me through 12.
Yeah, good grief.
You know, we could address this. What do we think about this? Because this is...
All I see is two quarterbacks who can't play 17 games in the season, so I don't know where they go from here.
I'd like to know what the hell Matt Ryan's thinking. I know Matt Ryan's talking with Stefanski and is like, who do you want? What do you want? And Stefanski comes out with that? Really?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Tua.
I really don't know.
I don't like this landing spot for Tua. Maybe he viewed it as an easy way to get some starting reps to try to reprove himself.
At the rate that looks right now, I would almost say that the Falcons will tank to get a better draft pick going into next year's quarterback class. If I had to look at that right now.
And Dustin, that's all fine and dandy what they want. That doesn't look like the case.
Yeah. Like I said, I think that they'd be literally sandbagging for a better draft pick for next year right off the rip. If
Yeah.
I'm looking at this.
I don't want to have to ultimately say I'm right. There's still a whole nother season for him to prove himself. I've never been sold on Penix once. And I've been called crazy by you before, Sam. But I'm standing by it. Maybe I am crazy. Maybe he'll prove me wrong. But I'm not. I don't see it. When I watch him play, I don't see it.
I'm not in disagreement with you. I'm not sold on him either. And I'm just not. I don't like that landing spot personally for Tua. I thought if he went, like we said this last week on Unbiased. I thought that he should have went if he was going to go behind a team and sit. Go to like in LA. Go sit behind Matthew Stafford.
Because who knows? Maybe if he did that, maybe he could be in line to take a starting job in a couple of years.
Who says he doesn't have the Sam Darnold resurgence?
Exactly.
Or if he's going to LA, he can turn around and go across into the other locker room and go be the backup for Herbert.
Man, him and Mike McDaniel want no parts of each other.
Just saying. He's got his choice when he goes to LA. Which locker room you want?
Zolt makes the point. It might rejuvenate him, and playing a league minimum for him can't argue. No, you can't. That's because the Dolphins are paying him how much?
A lot.
What's the cap? What's the cap hit that they took?
I don't know.
$99 million over 2 years.
Yeah, that's
crazy.
You know the crazy team, and we're not even going to bring them up because they extended somebody's freaking contract, and they're going to be stuck with him for another 9 years now.
Oh Jesus!
To turn around and try to they're never going to be able to get rid of him because they're going to have to keep restructuring it and restructuring it
until he retires.
He's going to play right. He's going to get paid to just be on the sideline. It's sad. It's the dumbest thing ever. Which is why every other team in the NFL is going, we ain't doing that crap.
Justin, nothing of Tyler and I have different perspectives of this. My issue with Penix isn't about what he does on the field. It's him being on the field. The guy's ACLs are made out of freaking paper.
That is true. But I also stand by I'm not sold by the improvement or lack thereof.
Well, remember, I've said this before. It depends on the system and who the coach is when that system's there.
Yeah.
Now he's already been through. Now this is going to be his third system in 3-3. It's like, dude, that's a lot on a rookie. You're literally still coming through as a rookie. It's like, okay, you come in, boom, it's changing again. It's like, whoa, hang on a second. Can I get some consistency? No, you can't. So, in all fairness, Penix is getting a raw deal. And it's clearly shown. That's why if Stefanski 100% believes, yes, Penix is going to be that answer. And like you said, 2 is just going to be, their week 1 or 2 till he can get himself in. What's his comfortability in Stefanski's system? That's what would intrigue me. Because I honestly, I don't even. If you ask me about a grade for him, I still can't grade him since he's been in the NFL because there's been too much garbage, hiring and firing of different coaches, GMs, front office. It's like, dude, all your coaching staff keeps changing, which means your quarterbacks coaches are changing, which means your trainers are changing. It's like, hang on a second. What? Hello? Whatever. There's no stability. It's worse than the Cleveland Browns locker room.
It's worse than the Cleveland Browns locker room. Holy crap.
You heard it here first.
Zolt brought up a good point. Maybe Tua looked at Penix and thought he could be the starter without
That's
waiting
what I
long. Could
said.
be.
He took a vet minimum. He wants to try to prove himself. You think he's gonna prove himself as a backup? He's looking at this. He definitely took the easiest job to become a starter.
I mean, he does have a really good tight end. He has a very solid running back. I mean, it's like it's like, hey, okay, got a couple of toys here. All right. I mean, Jesus,
Yeah.
if he can actually throw the ball to London and make London look good, yeah, things could be a little interesting. But
Yeah, I mean,
I'm not holding my breath. I mean, especially with the Saints coming on as strong as they are right now.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
I really
hey, we haven't heard squat yet about Olave. So, yeah, remember he's still there too. So there's probably a lot more that's going to hit within the next 48 hours. There's going to be a lot. And I was
agree.
disgusted by seeing somebody actually made a, I don't know, wisecrack joke about, oh, Olave is going to get signed by the Jets. I'm like, don't even play like that. Don't even do that. That ain't even
And
funny.
I agree with Dustin here. I do. Penix does have a cannon. Like I said, I think he would, of course, he would thrive in Minnesota. But again, I think he's fine in Atlanta. Like George said, it all comes down just to the coaching. They have the weapons. You have Pitts. You have Bijan. You have Drake London. You probably need a wide receiver too, but still, you have enough. You have a good offensive line when it's healthy. You just got to get a damn offensive system in place so they can freaking have some consistency. Now, and my big thing with Penix is only his health. Then his health concerns me. Tyler, you're clearly on a different. You're in a little bit of a different opinion than I am.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think he's the best decision maker.
And again, that could change. You know, if he gets into a system that could develop him, that could change.
And ironically, Stefanski is a guy who can do some developing.
All right, somebody want to answer this one for me?
Also, his completion percentage too. I don't think he's the most accurate.
Does somebody want to answer Zolt's question there? Because that's an interesting way to look at it too.
Yeah, I mean, kind of lights a fire under him.
Yeah, but I don't. Like I said, I don't know if. I think it's more of them looking at Tua was a cheap cost to get, and give Stefanski a couple months to work with Penix and work on his development. It's like you give him another, literally, hell, I'd sit there and say, you know what, Tua, go out there, get your head beat in, make it through the season. And then in the meantime, I'm going to develop this guy. And then once he's squared up, then we'll turn around and bench you again.
We'll turn around and bench you.
So you think they roll a little bit? They roll a little more with Tua into the season, and then maybe try Penix out again.
Yeah, especially once you give him time to get worked into the system instead of just being dumped into the system.
And Dustin, I understand that, but my point is that the injuries are still following him because now it's followed him into the NFL. And there are major concerns about his knees. That's been brought up 1,000 times since he got hurt. Yeah. Dustin also wants to remind us that we do have a big WBC game on tonight. That is the wrong comment. We'll definitely be talking some WBC on hitting home this week.
That's on Wednesday morning this week, right?
Yes, back on Wednesdays this week.
I might have to stay awake. I may stay awake longer to turn around and stay up and watch you guys.
Anthony, the Falcons are not trading Michael Penix, so that's the first. There's the first problem.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? Actually, we really shouldn't try to jump on that ship because anything's freaking possible at this point in time. Anything's possible.
Anthony, Kirk Cousins would only be there if Kirk Cousins wanted to be there, and Kirk Cousins wants to start again. He doesn't want to be a backup. So I understand your thought process, but I don't think we're at that stage yet where Cousins is going to get another start job. Tua needs to go somewhere and try to replenish his value.
Apparently, that's in Atlanta.
You know, one of the scary things is that with Arizona only having Brissett and now Minshew, does Arizona draft a quarterback?
I don't think they do.
Not this year. Their plans got screwed up once Dante Moore announced he was going back to Oregon. So that's why I think they're going to roll a year with Brissett, see what they have. I like what they've done today. You know, they beefed up the O-line a little bit with Isaac Seumalo. Tyler and I have plenty of familiarity with him. He's a very solid guard. Of course, he's no longer in Statland U, but either way, still a very solid guard. I love the Tyler Algier pickup because that will help hopefully keep James Conner healthy.
Take some pressure off of James Conner.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, James Conner, when he's available, he's a beast. But you got to keep him available.
And Algier is a great 1-2 combo punch.
Oh, yeah.
Very good. I think Atlanta underutilized him.
I do too.
I think he was very underrated.
Well, being on the team with a guy named Bijan Robinson, well, that'll do it to you. But you're absolutely right. He ran for 1,000 yards when he was the full-time starter there before they drafted Bijan. That's why I said I thought he was a perfect fit for Arizona's rival, Seattle. I don't know what Seattle's going to do with the running back position. Charbonnet can do it, but Charbonnet's coming off a tear in his ACL. Yeah. I don't feel comfortable as a reigning champion to do that. So
I suspect Seattle did draft one in the first round with their first round. I expect
they could.
Jeremiah Love.
Why we got to give the reigning champs Jeremiah Love? No, apparently the Giants love Jeremiah Love, and they may draft another running back.
Dude.
I'd fire Joe Shane just by thinking about it. Zolt does make a good point. Cousins would want too much money to sit behind Penix. I completely agree. Zolt also, I don't know if anybody else takes a QB. Yeah, honestly, outside of Mendoza, there are reports coming out that guess who some people view as the second best quarterback in this draft.
Don't even say it. Don't even say it.
No,
yes.
No.
I know who you're going to say. I don't have to guess. Don't even say it.
Oh.
Drew Aller.
Don't.
Yes.
Well, it's a good thing teams only need quarterbacks in this draft. You know, the Browns are good. The Saints are good.
Okay, can we
at least say it's only
the Jets are the Jets.
It's only the Jets and the Vikings looking for a quarterback. Nobody else is looking for a quarterback. It's only the Jets.
Hold on.
Well, let's see. Kirk Cousins will go to one of those two teams.
Yep. And then Kyler Murray goes to the other one.
So no teams need to draft a quarterback this year.
Nope.
Hold on.
Nobody. Nope. They're good.
I'm not saying, first off, I don't think he's the second best quarterback in this draft. But can we please come to some type of a mutual ground here that I think Drew Aller would have had a lot better of a track record if he was coached by an actual offensively gifted college head coach?
And I'll say this. Teams should view Drew Aller kind of high. Don't expect him to start. I would say within the first 2 years. I say develop him like he was still in college, but just at the pro level. Don't have him have any sort of starting expectation. Let him learn.
Drew Aller is the biggest definition of coaching malpractice in college football. Listen, I've watched Drew Aller play every single bleeping snap in college football. James Franklin did not coach him correctly one time in the 3 years he was a starter.
I agree.
He is 6'5". Yeah, and you watched a lot of Penn State with me over the past year and a half. He is 6'5", and he has got a cannon. And meanwhile, this jabron's got him trying to play dink and dunk football. Dude, he wants to sling it. Not to mention, Penn State hasn't developed a wide receiver in over a
Yeah,
decade
that
either, so
didn't
that
help
didn't help.
either. That didn't help.
I think
Ultimately,
if he
you
would,
get him on a team with some guys who can get vertical and get some separation.
can I say it? Put him with Jeremiah Smith and Carnell Tate, then we'll come talking. Come talk to me then. Hell, put him in Alabama with Ryan Williams, then come talk to me. No, he gets freaking Tyron Hudson, who had 90 yards on week 1 and didn't play another down of football, I feel like, for the rest of the year. Dustin said Drew Aller will be a first-round pick. I'm calling it now. Somebody will trade back into the first round, take him at 32 so they can get the fifth-year option. There are teams that will do that, so I'm not saying it's completely
It's smart
out of the
because,
question.
like we said, you're not expecting to start him in the first 2 years. I wouldn't even think about it.
I just feel like continuing to saying the year after that, and the year after that, and the year after that.
I don't think the quarterback who they want will even be closely available when they want to do it. So I hate to break it, but I do not believe the Browns are pulling a quarterback this year. Unless they can move Dylan. Unless they move Dylan. If they move Dylan, then they may. But if they don't move Dylan, then nope.
They really screwed themselves by
That
taking Dylan
quarterback
Gabriel.
room was so heavy that Zappy is already with the Jets. So, I mean, that's how large the quarterback room is. There aren't any more chairs, Anthony. There are no more chairs available. They're all taken.
The Browns quarterback room is the size of it.
And I'm intrigued. And this is the funny thing.
What are you?
Everybody is sitting there going, "Oh, Deshaun's not, or Sanders isn't starting. It's going to be Deshaun start." I was like, guess what? Monken clearly even stated he wanted Sanders in Baltimore really, really, really badly. I hate to say it, but guess what? Sanders is going to be your Browns QB. And yes, they're going to sit there and Watson's going to get paid for being on the bench with a headset and a clipboard or the Microsoft pad. Yeah, they're going to pay him heavily to just sit there and prep the kid. That's exactly what's going to happen. Because Monken wants to work that kid. He got his wish. He's got him. And he's just been screaming about, yep, I know what I want to do. Okay. I mean, that's not what the Browns fans want to hear at all.
Do the Browns fans really want to hear Deshaun Watson's name, though?
No, they don't. I didn't want to hear it when Atlanta was trying to get him and the Browns were back into the fray about it. I'm going, no, don't do it. And yep.
Hey, Sam, remember there was a time that you wanted Deshaun Watson?
Ooh.
What?
When was that?
This time ago.
See, this is what he does. He likes to make stuff up that never even comes close to happening.
Hold on. We had this discussion before.
No.
Maybe it wasn't you. Maybe it was Matt.
No. No. What I remember, the discussion probably was if you had to pick at the time between Watson and Wilson. May have said Watson because he was younger.
I think you're on to something. Yeah, I think you're on to something.
I would never. No.
Because I remember Wilson being in that conversation too. Okay.
Yes, I probably said at the time, because this is when Carson was leaving. We didn't know what Hurts was. It was because at the time they were both the hot names on the market. I probably said I'd rather have Watson because he was younger. And no way now I would have said either because this is a freak.
And I was the one who said, "Screw you, we're keeping Hurts."
Yes, now that sounds like me and you conversation.
I was
Dustin,
just saying, if anybody's desperate for a quarterback, Russell Wilson's always available. I'm
Back to
just saying.
Seattle.
I'm just
As a
saying.
you see
backup.
both of our
I'm just
faces
saying.
just
I'm just saying. Hey, Bryce isn't here. I can, I can be blasphemous with Russell Wilson all I want.
Man. Well,
Bryce
how
isn't
about
here.
the 49ers take a look at bringing him in as a backup?
No, we got Mac Jones.
Oh, you got how long do you guys have it?
another year.
We got him another year. Yeah, we're good. We're good. Speaking of, we've we've taken care of our kicker situation. Inked
What
him
do
for a nice 4 years. So that's nice. We ain't got to worry about that garbage. And then pulling in Mike Evans today, I was pleasantly surprised. I was sitting here going, whoa, where did that come from, Mr. Lynch? Thank you. We actually have a wide receiver again. Now, Debo is a free agent. He'll be a lot
Oh
cheaper.
no.
We
Well,
bump
that's not
Ayuk
well.
out,
Well,
and it'll resign, and they'll resign
No.
Debo.
No.
well. First of all, we're talking about wide receiver, so you can't bring up Debo because Debo's not a wide receiver. So
Oh no, they'll
he's a
put him back. They'll put
he's
him
a
back in his right place.
He's in
he is
whatever category Taysom Hill's in.
no. That's an insult to Taysom Hill at this point. Actually,
Don't.
no.
I was going to say.
Debo Samuel is Eddie Lacy who runs routes. That's who he is.
Eddie Lacy. Wow.
Wow. Whoa.
Wow.
Pulling that one out. Okay.
Fired.
I was going to
All
say.
right, real quickly, let me
Speaking
catch
of
up on the
Mr.
comments real
Hill,
quick. I do want to bring up Mike Evans because I do want to talk about that real quickly. Dustin, isn't that just a normal day for Paul Skeens throwing 103? Isn't that just a normal day? Zolt said, "Hell with the QB talent. Next year, the Browns might take two."
God, they can't
Anthony
afford anymore.
Anthony said, "George, you want to put your house on the line? The Browns won't draft a quarterback."
Oh man, how confident are you?
Very.
Zolt said, "You
Oh,
could move the
jeez.
Oh.
Oh, here
QB
we
room to
go.
the mess
Here we
to the
go.
massage room, but I hear it's occupied."
Wow.
Oh my god, I can't with you guys. I can't with any of you.
Well, speaking of the Swiss Army knife, by the way, in the next 48 hours, we will find out where he ends up because he will be an unrestricted free agent as of the 11th. So, Mr. Taysom Hill is actually going to be available and on the market.
He'll be on the
Oh
49ers.
yeah.
Hey, listen, I'll take him. Are you kidding? To turn around and have him go 1-2 for George Kittle, since Kittle needs he needs to come off that field a little bit more often now.
You're not sold on the Jake Tonjes guy who was backing up Kittle last year?
I think
I
he's
thought he
was
had
pretty
promise.
productive.
It's
He's
all
young.
right. But I mean, if you can turn around and get away with, having Hill, it's not a bad thing. Especially if you want to drop a 2 tight end set, which Shanahan, that's pulling out his dad's, playbook a little bit.
Yeah.
That wouldn't be a bad move. That wouldn't be a
Honestly,
bad move.
Shanahan could get creative.
Yeah,
with
it
that.
wouldn't be a bad move. And he knows that it's like, hey, guess what? Hill can still sling the ball too. That threat is there.
Yeah, and Shanahan now can actually get more creative in other areas because now he just has a full they basically have a security blanket in Mike Evans. Like Mike Evans is just going to be the all reliable guy that stands there, runs his route, and is productive. And hopefully you can get a healthy Ricky Pearsall because now Pearsall can be the field stretcher that you drafted him to be.
Well,
You add that with a help.
What you're hoping for is that all of them can be healthy. I mean, we're looking at Mike Evans, who consistently year after year gets banged up. Pearsall's had his fair share of injuries throughout the seasons. George Kittle now, he's no stranger to injury. And then you still got Christian McCaffrey. I mean,
I'm trying to be optimistic over here. Look what you're doing.
I'm sorry, I like to be realistic about everything. Got to think of all the options.
I'm being realistic too, and I think San Francisco's going to pull up and snag 2 more wide receivers this year.
Mm.
I think they're going to take 2 more this year. They've got 3 compensatory picks, dude. 3, and they're all third, and I think one is a third, and 2 of them are fourths. Yeah, they're taking some wide receivers. They're definitely taking at least 2 wide receivers.
Also, should probably look into beefing up that offensive line because
Mm-hmm.
he's losing pieces. And I have a question for you actually. I don't know if anybody caught this earlier. The Denver Broncos released an old friend of yours today. Is there any interest in a reunion with Mr. Greenlaw?
I
He was
wouldn't be
released
mad at it. I wouldn't be mad at it for a minute. I would not be mad
because
at it at all.
because when he's healthy, what did I say? Fred Warner is the best. In my opinion, Warner is the best player on that defense. I think Bosa's right there with him, but the heart and soul of that defense was Greenlaw. You saw what happened in the Super Bowl when he got hurt.
Yep.
They could not respond. The defense had no response. They were shell shocked by it.
Yeah.
I would hurry up. I would hurry up and do it before Salah does in Tennessee. I would.
Do they have any
I would
money
hurry up
left to
before.
do it?
I would hurry before Robert gets him. I want to get him back before Robert decides. Oh, hey, come here. No, don't let it. Don't do it, Robert.
Did we get Dustin's comment on the screen? Did I miss that?
I was miserable watching the Vikings last year. I want to have some fun this season. Let's go out and get Jameis Winston.
I'll watch every Vikings game.
Now, see, unlike a certain somebody who lives in Ohio whose name I won't mention, this someone, at least someone appreciates Jameis Winston when they when they want him.
Hey, man, live by the sword, die by the sword. If you're getting me 30 touchdowns, 30 interceptions, it is what it is, right? There's some W's in there to be eaten somewhere.
I can't stand you.
You just gotta pay Jameis Winston for the locker room value. That's basically what it is at this point.
I was going to say, you got a guy who's willing to motivate the team and just be that upbeat. Come on. I wasn't mad when Cleveland had him. I was like, all right, come on, dude, let's go.
Somebody was. Well, no. Okay. Let's tell the backstory to this. George can be my witness to this. The only reason that Adam was mad, first of all, Adam wasn't even mad that the Browns signed Jameis Winston. He's mad that I suggest, and I wasn't even suggesting it.
You were calling your shot.
No, dude. All right, so I'll tell you exactly what happened. We had just finished up 609 that night. This is when Dueling Aces was still on Mondays. Yep. Him and Adam were talking free agency. And I was taking a walk during the night because it was a nice night. I said, I'll take a nice walk tonight. I was watching Dueling Aces on my phone as I was walking. May have almost ran to the street 2 or 3 times, but we won't mention that here or there. And a report came across my phone that the Browns were talking with Jameis Winston. All I did was put it in the comments, and ever since then, Adam hasn't forgiven me. I've been public enemy number 1. So every time when I go watch Unscripted on Saturdays, I make sure I say hello to Adam in the nicest way I can think of at the time.
Sam's that guy who's just pushing the button.
Anthony, we do have to remember that because we don't need another Frank Gore situation.
Oh yeah, love that.
I don't hate this idea. Dobbs going to the Broncos.
Ooh.
But, I don't know. I feel like they already have a few guys that are kind of like Romeo Dobbs. I feel like you need a difference maker.
Who? Olave?
How about AJ Brown?
AJ Brown? Yeah.
Just give me Pat. Look,
wait a minute. Sean Payton and AJ Brown in the same locker room. Let's think about that for a minute. I
Not
don't
my
know.
team. I don't care.
I don't know.
Yeah, me and Sam
I
said we
don't-
don't care where he's sent and what other issues he has wherever he's sent, as long as it's not here. I
Yeah.
mentioned
No, I
sending
don't
him
care if
down to
he's-
Miami, and Sam was like, "You're going to reunite him." I don't care.
Yeah, I don't know. I think Sean Payton would ring him in the first practice day. I don't think that
Look,
would go well.
look, they play in Denver. Just give them some of the good
Oh,
stuff, and
yeah,
then we'll be fine. We'll be fine.
yeah, right.
We get that in
Just give me.
Philly.
I'm sorry. He doesn't need a Johnny Manziel situation going on.
Look, I'll be fair. Just give me Pat Surtain. It's a done deal.
Yeah, I don't think so.
No,
I don't
definitely
think
not
so.
happening. Let me dream.
Not happening. Put down the milk, Sam. Put down the milk.
Oh, good Lord, Dustin, what are you talking? This is is going off the rails. Oh my God! Zolt's ultimate mission tonight is to drive George's name.
Oh man.
All right, so George a second ago brought up Robert Saleh. Possibly so the Niners could get Greenlaw before Tennessee looks into them. Tennessee's another team today that spent a lot of money. They addressed their secondary. They brought in Alante Taylor from the Saints, Cordell Flott from the Giants. They beefed up their defensive line, bringing John Franklin Myers over from Denver. And on the offensive side of the ball, Cam Ward has some new weapons. They have signed Wandell Robinson, Daniel Bellinger, and Cam Ward also has a new backup in Mitch Trubisky.
Now, Saleh, when he was the first time coach with the Jets, didn't get to sniff anything in free agency. He gets to be with the Titans, and holy cow, look at what happened. This just goes to show you the poor office management of the Jets and not listening to the coach.
I think poor is generous.
I'm just trying to be professional here, as Sam always likes to put it. I think Robert's new attempt in coaching is going to go over pretty well with Tennessee.
I think it will too.
Because it already sounds like he knows what he wants for his defensive schemes. He is going out and he's getting those people. He's looked at what's on the roster, and he's not wasting any time.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that could even be that he's looking at some more defensive bodies in the draft right off the rip. It's always a possibility.
Yeah. And Anthony, I said it earlier too. Those teams have that amount of money for a reason. So I know, and I love what Saleh's doing, because if you look at the last two teams that have won the Super Bowl, Seattle this year, Philadelphia last year, what was the biggest strength to each of those teams' defenses? They thrive on interior defensive line pressure. The Eagles with Jalen Carter, Milton Williams, Moro Ajomo, Jordan Davis, Seattle with Byron Murphy, Leonard Williams. Jeffrey Simmons is only one guy. Now, granted, he is a great guy. He's one of the best defensive linemen in the league. Now you bring in John Franklin Myers opposite of him at defensive tackle. They just brought Jermaine Johnson over from the Jets. He'll play one of the defensive end roles. Sounds like they're going to probably take another one at that high draft pick. Is that going to be Ruben Bain? Which, by the way, guys, this is what I hate about the combine. Now Ruben Bain shouldn't be a first-round pick because of his arm length. Is the guy a good football player?
Yeah,
I don't care how
That's
ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
It's like what they were trying to do with Will Campbell after the Super Bowl. Oh, that's why they lost. He has short arms. No, let's not mention that he had a torn knee ligament as well, guys.
Right.
That doesn't write the headlines. Because
and what did the Jets do today? Oh, that's right. The Jets haven't done a whole lot of anything, have they?
Well, they did get Minka Fitzpatrick.
Poor Minka.
I was
They
going
also
to say,
signed back.
poor Minka.
Do you see who signed back with the Jets today?
Who?
Demario Davis left the
yeah.
Saints.
Really?
Yeah.
Aaron Glenn's trying to fix that defense a little bit here and there. They also brought in Tavondre Sweat, who they got for the Titans in the trade for Jermaine Johnson because he doesn't fit Saleh's scheme. But no, what Tennessee's done, I mean, you get two corners, both 26 years old, both two young guys that could fly around the field, hopefully. And you're hoping to any inefficiencies they do have, mask it with a really good defensive line, which I think the Titans are on the verge of making. They've got 3/4 done. Jermaine Johnson's a good player. He's just coming off an Achilles tear. And we know that first year back, it takes time to get the strength build up back into it. It takes time to get back to your full strength with it. Now he gets to go there where they're going to put him playing next to Jeffrey Simmons, Franklin Myers. We see what they do with that top draft pick to address it again. The Wan'Dale Robinson signing, I actually really like. Now, I know a lot of people are saying that, again, it's a number 2 wide receiver getting paid to be a top wide receiver. The guy had 1,000 yards on the Giants last year. The Giants, who had no Malik Neighbors for most of the season, and 3 starting quarterbacks.
Yeah. I think what this screams to me even more is that they still are holding out hope that they can get more production out of Calvin Ridley. Because if they can, that's not a bad little duo to have for Cam Ward with Ridley and Wan'Dale.
No.
But then Wan'Dale's a good, fallback option if Ridley either gets hurt or just doesn't perform well.
Or decide
at least you have a really good number 2 who can be a poor man's number 1.
Yeah, Anthony, I agree with you 100%.
Yeah, but see, here's the thing. I think what they're gonna but if you look at the comment right under it, I think you're going to see a lot of that offense operating next year between Likely and Theo Johnson. I think it's going to be a lot more offense run through the tight end position, and that's why they were okay with letting Wan'Dale walk. I'm personally happy that they did because Wan'Dale's a good receiver. I love the fact that they just let him leave, but I think you're going to see a lot of that offense running through the run game, and they're going to attack the middle of the field with Likely and Theo Johnson because Theo Johnson's a good player.
He is.
But Likely got him and Kate Otten got boatloads today. They both got over like 30 million.
Kind of surprised for Likely, at least.
Not surprised, but I'm very upset because those are some of my fallback options.
It's all right. Zach Ertz is still out there.
Derek Gunn tweeted there is no interest in a Zach Ertz reunion.
Lies.
They don't want to go. They want it.
I was just going to say, that's right. You guys are looking at that spot.
We have no tight ends on our roster right now.
What if you guys ended up with Taysom?
I'd shoot myself.
I just asked a question. Jesus.
If I wake up tomorrow, and Taysom Hill is part of my team, I'm coming to Ohio. I know. Listen, here's
Adam will be patting me on the back, going, "Thank you for the revenge."
Here is where you've made a mistake. You have done this now after I've already been out to Ohio and know where you are. And where you are. Do not do this to me. I will come back there.
Oh my gosh, Tyler! I'm sorry. It would be Wednesday morning. If it happens Wednesday morning, somebody may blow up on hitting home. as he's talking baseball and his Twitter goes, boop. If I see him walk off camera, I know what happened.
You'll see the face of defeat. There will be no breaking news alert.
No, he will just walk off camera and Dustin will sit there and go, "Where'd you go? What's the matter?"
Zol, I'm just happy that you are one of the people that realize this. Combine measurements don't mean anything. Just watch the tape.
Yeah.
Watch the games. Ruben Bain was one of the five. Ruben Bain was a top 5 player in every playoff game that Miami played, including the national championship. If you add Ruben Bain to that defensive line in Tennessee with Jermaine Johnson, John Franklin Myers, and Jeffrey Simmons, holy crap, you have something to work with. Not to mention, they still have a Milani Hooker back there at safety with these 2 corners. There's stuff to work with there. Dustin, I understand that there's so much some high-end talent on the offensive side of the ball. If that Giants team does not draft an offensive lineman, I'm going to freak the hell out. That offensive line is so bad. They need to address it because they haven't addressed it in free agency yet.
Nope.
They
And
brought back the right tackle, which is fine, but
maybe they'll go take a waiver on Elgin Jenkins.
oh, that would be a good pickup. Elgin Jenkins would be a good pickup for the Giants. You could play both guard and center. That'd be a nice pickup. Wonder if Wyatt Teller makes any sense there, too.
Yeah.
That could make a lot of sense. Zol, I tend to agree with this. This tight end draft doesn't seem like it's everyone's favorite compared to last year. But there are some guys in there I like. I mean, Kenyon Sadiq is, of course, the tight end one. I think that's a really realistic option for the Eagles. I love Stowers out of Vanderbilt. I love Claire out of Ohio State. There's a lot of really good tight ends in this draft. I just think people are kind of undervaluing it. This isn't the sexy draft. There isn't like a lot of top-end talent after the top 10, but there's some really good players in this draft. Dustin, I would be interested in either. I would take Komet or Knox. Just what would you prefer? Because here's the thing. It's not like we're looking for one tight end. We have none on the roster currently. Yeah. So this is going to have to come in a multitude of factors. They're going to have to draft one, sign 2, trade for 2. I don't know, but you have to address it.
The Knox is a good starting point.
Him or Komet, I would take either at this point. Oh, Dustin, why are we going to put Mackay back in the freaking that damn stadium?
Back on the turf? Oh no!
Oh, not the turf, man!
Not the turf again. He's going to retire, dude.
Oh, don't do that to Mackay, man. All right, let's roll through some more free agency stuff here. Let me just go through what I have in the old Twitter here. We talked about Rico Dowdle a little bit already. Let me see. Reed Blankenship went to the Texans. I'm very upset about that. So I would probably be more upset with this than Taysom Hill.
I mean,
I would probably be more upset.
Yeah. I'm not even going to comment. I take it back.
Oh, Anthony, it's Kenyon Sadiq from Oregon. Kid's a stud. Oh, yeah. That kid's going to be a special player. Little undersized for a tight end, but he's more of a mismatch tight end, so I'm cool with it.
Mm-hmm. It's going to be giving linebackers nightmares.
Jalen, I mean, I know Brian was in here earlier commenting about it, but, Jalen Phillips, that's a big deal to Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
And the one thing they needed was getting more pressure on the quarterback, and Jalen Phillips gets to the quarterback. We know that. Pairing him on that D line with Derek Brown.
Yeah.
Can we see Devin Lloyd going to Carolina? Because Jacksonville doesn't seem like Jacksonville's going to retain him either. It looks like they're going to lose another high-end talent.
Yeah, that's the one thing about Jacksonville. I feel like they let a lot of guys just walk after the rookie deals.
Yeah, like after the year that you just had. How do you allow?
They're just that confident in being able to draft, which, I mean, your drafting has been okay, but not everything's been a hit. Oh, George, you might be muted.
Yeah, sorry. What about that Sadiq kid at tight end?
No,
What
I was
about
just
him?
saying he's probably. Well, that's what I'm saying. He's probably the best. He's the best one in the draft. He's gonna. I just hope he's there at 23.
Well, I mean, again, outside of the Saints, who would actually be eyeballing a tight end?
Just draft. Are we talking strictly just draft wise?
Yeah, I can't think of anybody.
I Eli Stowers from Vanderbilt. I really like him. Max Clare from Ohio State. I really like him.
Oh no, but
They're,
I'm
they're,
saying what teams would be looking ahead of you? Ahead of you.
uh,
I don't know
well,
about the
honestly,
Saints because
Jacksonville's doesn't have a pick, so
the Saints had a really good year out of Juwan Johnson last year. But maybe they do look to draft
they just
tight end
they
of the
just
future.
signed Noah Fant today too.
Yeah,
oh, that's right.
that wouldn't make
Yeah.
much sense. Then.
Anthony, the Rams have Parkinson. They re-signed Higbee. They have
Right.
Ferguson, who
They're
they
good.
drafted last year.
Yeah, they're good.
And they don't really operate their offense a lot through the tight end position. It's mostly Puka, Devontae, and now
Yeah.
this running back duo from hell.
Right. Yeah, I really can't think of anybody who's ahead now. And like we just said, it's not going to be Baltimore because they just gave up their pick. So Baltimore's out too.
Dustin, Devin Lloyd, and Jalen Phillips in Carolina would be fun. Carolina's defense was very much improved last year.
Yeah.
The
So
Raiders
they got
would
one of the
be,
best.
they would be the team to do it.
Oh, yeah.
Their tight ends will consist of Brock
Yeah.
Bowers, Kenyon Sadiq, and Michael Mayer.
You talk about a name that's fallen off. I forgot all about Mayer. Wow.
Yeah, he looked like he was going to be their tight end one, and then here comes Brock Bowers. See you later, buddy.
Yeah. It's like,
Crap.
whoopsie.
Dustin makes a good point. They do need a tight end.
Washington needs a lot, though.
Washington
Do
needs
you
a
really
lot
think?
more than
Hold
tight
on,
end.
hold on. We're
Yeah.
talking about Washington drafting him at 7. Kenyon Sadiq does not go 7.
No.
No.
It's just not realistic. There's going to be too much talent on the board for them to want to take a tight end, especially with how deep the tight end class is. I don't think they go with him at 7.
Result. That's a pretty bold move.
You know what? Hold on. Oh, I might have found something.
Uh-oh.
The Ravens.
Uh-oh.
They just lost Likely.
Yeah, but
They
they
also
don't.
lost
They also
Kohler,
lost
too.
their first round pick.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, they gave up
For
their
the next
first
2
round
years.
pick
right.
for the next 2 years. So
Right.
yeah, they don't have a pick. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's not going to be the Ravens because they just gave up their pick to the Raiders.
Anthony, the Chiefs have too many offensive line issues to be drafting a pass catcher.
How about Dallas?
No, they have all that money wrapped up in Ferguson
Right.
Why not have 2?
because you have
Because they
CeeDee
don't
Lamb
have
and
that
George
much money.
Pickens. Genius.
The more the merrier.
The more the mayor. Michael
The more
Mayer.
the merrier. Hey, maybe the Eagles should reach out in regards to Mayer's status.
All right, so I bring this up because Dustin, and not because Dustin brought up the rebuild mode. A name in this comment. I know they brought back one of their left tackle already. Does Taylor Decker just not seem like a transition tackle in Chicago until Trapillo gets healthy for the following year? He's worked with Ben Johnson before.
Yeah.
But how do you go from almost in? You've been in the playoffs, and then you due to injuries, you missed out on it this past year, and then all of a sudden you're in rebuild mode.
Yeah, with Jared Goff, Jameer Gibbs, Amon Ra, Laporta.
I don't know.
I don't know if I'd say.
Yeah.
I think when he said retool, I like that word
Yes.
more than rebuild because
Yeah.
it's not like they're far off. They just need to
No.
fill a couple of gaps, and they're fine.
Quarterback improvement from a few friends I've spoken to today wouldn't hurt. Just saying. Talked to a couple people not within podcast community, and they were just like, "Yes, can we get an upgrade?" I'm like, "Who?" Because you better the devil you know than the one you don't.
Tyler, I'm just
Even though I did turn around and offer him one Deshaun Watson at
Oh my gosh, yeah, that's
whatever
gonna fix
cost.
their quarterback
Yeah.
issues.
They,
good
I
Lord.
got told to F off pretty quickly.
Tyler, I just
I'm
found a
just
mock
saying.
draft that somebody did on Twitter for the Eagles.
What?
You want to hear the first? Listen to these first 4 picks. At 23, they took Monroe Freeling out of Georgia. That's the offensive tackle. At pick number 54, denied Dennis Sutton. At 68, they took D'Angelo Pons, the corner from Indiana. And at number 98, they took Penn State safety Zakee Wheatley. If those are the first 4 picks for the Eagles in April, I will not be on a show for a month because I will be in the hospital because I passed out from excitement.
Wow. Interesting.
Yeah, Zol. And the other thing with the Eagles is they don't draft tight ends in the first round. Now, I will say Howie has changed his draft philosophy up a little bit, but
Yes.
not all the best Eagles tight ends have been second round or later. Goddard, Ertz, Selleck.
I think that's ultimately where they'll go.
Cole
Yeah, honestly, I
Strange
mean, maybe
reached a 2-year agreement with the Chargers for $13 million.
Some offensive line help for the Chargers. God knows they need it. They're basically
Reuniting
redoing that entire.
with Mike McDaniel. I'm sorry.
Well, no, I mean, that's the second
Interesting.
one. You got Strange now. They just signed Tyler Biotis over the weekend because they were able to sign him early because he got released. They also signed Alec Ingold to be their fullback. So the Chargers are definitely revamping their offensive style, and I like it. God knows
For
they got
them,
to protect Justin Herbert any way possible.
they do.
And Dustin said that is why Decker left. He indicated that he wants to go back. Detroit has lost. They have lost a lot on that offensive line. They have lost a lot on that offensive line. So Dell can make a lot of sense too. There's a lot of options for Howie in the draft. There's Howie Roseman's going to go into the draft every year. We know he's never going to have a need. He doesn't draft for need. He drafts best available.
And
That's
he
what he
knows when
does
to
now.
make him.
Occasionally
And he
draft.
knows when to make a move. He knows
Yeah.
when to make a move.
Pretty big need is securing future right tackle.
So let me dream, damn it. Yeah, that was our thing. They wanted Decker to rearrange his deal, and he also wasn't willing to. But the Oscar dub, I picked up what you were putting down. I picked it up. But I definitely, for one, think that it is. I think it's a deeper tight end draft than what people want to realize. I don't think it's. I don't know. I feel like people are under appreciating this draft. I think there's a lot of really good players. I just think there's not a lot of high end talent.
Sam,
So
Restream just blipped you.
we're all getting blipped.
Yeah. Your Wednesday curse has now slid into Monday.
Yep,
Mm-hmm.
it's 8:51. Not a damn thing has happened. I told you.
No.
Something.
No, your Restream just blacked out.
Did it?
Yeah.
I didn't see it happen.
I didn't see it.
That's weird.
I didn't get anything.
I did.
Maybe it's you. And because I did hear this, they did think he was retiring. Then he didn't. Because I thought Decker was retiring too. He went through a lot last year with injuries. So I think that threw a little bit of a wrench in there with Detroit. They wanted to probably redo his deal after they realized he was still playing, and then he's like, well, I don't want to do that. Yeah, Zol, I have a feeling that that's going to be some things there. I think Freeling may be a lion, and I mean, there's still some options for the Eagles there. We'll have to see how it is, as long as it's not Caden Proctor, because I'm not a Caden Proctor guy.
Oh, teams are
Anthony,
inquiring with New Orleans if they would be willing to trade Alvin Kamara.
told you,
Details still pending.
told you. I don't think Kamara. I
Seattle?
think Kamara's. Oh,
Ooh.
Charbonnet and Kamara. Now that's a dude. Now that's interesting.
That's very interesting.
Trust me, Seattle, they're not going to go quietly. They got to make a splash at running back.
Yeah, they need something to turn around and go, yeah, this team's worth buying.
I mean,
yeah, that too.
You got to remember that the team is actually open right now for sale. They just turned around and did the Portland Trailblazers, and the Seahawks are now up too. Because, yes, the owner did own both the Portland Trailblazers and the Seahawks. So the Trailblazers went up 2 months ago, and now the Seahawks are up on the block now.
I mean, Seattle has done some work today. They brought Shaheed back. They brought back Josh Jobe. They lost Kobe Bryant. Yep. I don't think it looks like Tariq Woolen's going to be gone, but they definitely have. They've done some of their work today. But again, reigning champs are going to lose players.
Yeah,
Anthony, I wanted to answer this to Anthony. Is like I don't know who to compare Kenyon Sadiq to because I haven't done a part of draft stuff yet. Talk to me at some point in April and we'll talk about it. But I am not even coming close to my draft stuff yet. I got to get through the freaking week of free agency first.
Yeah, I was going to say. Because they also had you guys looking at Max Clare as well.
Yeah, it's another name I brought up earlier. That is someone I would be very interested in.
Yeah, I was going to say, right now, Sam's going to need a couple of Tylenol and maybe an Excedrin migraine after this episode.
Oh, my God. And Jeff said Seattle's going to sign Keaton Mitchell from the Ravens. That would be a fun Thunder and Lightning type backfield. It could be Mitchell did show some flashes with the Saints a while back, so that could be something to look forward to. All right, so I found a list here on Twitter. I want to give some of your guys' thoughts on this. Top remaining free agents. We got Trey Hendrickson, Devin Lloyd. What's this? Oh, speaking of, real quickly, not breaking news, but an update. Earlier, we got the report that J.K. Dobbins re-signed with Denver. It's a 2-year, $20 million deal that includes $8 million fully guaranteed.
Okay.
Oh, Jeff's going a little ballsy here. He's going Max Clare over Kenyon Sadiq. Maybe. Like I said, I haven't done my draft stuff yet, so.
Could you imagine if Hendrickson ends up in the AFC North and then Burrow has to go against him?
No.
But I think Burrow would have to sit there and go, I quit. The hell with you guys.
So where'd I leave off? Devin Lloyd?
Probably.
All right, so we have Hendrickson, Devin Lloyd, Tariq Woolen, Rasheed Walker, Chigo Okonkwo, Romeo Dobbs, Kevin Byard, Nashawn Wright, who had a really good year for Chicago last year, Kalavian Chasian, Elijah Vera Tucker, Chris Paul. I want to say not that Chris Paul, but his position as a guard, so that's really screwing this up, so I can't even say it. Kyler Murray, Taylor Decker, Brandon Smith, Calvin Austin III, Debo Samuel, Jawan Jennings, Wyatt Teller, Jaquan Brisker, Caden Ellis, Leo Chanel, Dallas Goddard, Rashad White. Anybody we want to bring up and where we think they could land?
I thought Jennings was being picked up earlier. Let me see. I thought I saw something. Somebody had mentioned it.
Jeff, as a Penn State guy, I agree with you. I can't stand Ohio State. But the problem is my buddy down here at the bottom is yeah. So I can't say
Hate
nothing.
is such a strong word. Hate is just such a strong word.
All right, I dislike. Are you happy?
I had to live in enemy territory for 19 years. Once you've
That is
done
true.
that, come talk to me and you might be able to use the H word. But until then, no. You can't hate.
You were up there when the first game was ever played in Ann Arbor, weren't you?
Oh my.
No.
Yeah.
But Cooper was the OSU head coach. Those were not fun years.
Jeff, good one. Jeff, also, thank you for checking out the show tonight. We really appreciate it. Appreciate all the comments.
Oh yeah.
All right. Where do we think Hendrickson lands? I want to go through a couple of these names, and I want to see where we go here. And then I think we'll probably wrap it
I
up.
think it'd still be hilarious if he ends up with any of the AFC North teams just to screw with Cincinnati.
It's very unlikely.
But I think he would want to just to piss off Cincinnati.
If it was,
there's only one team who's got the money to do it.
Don't even say Cleveland.
Pittsburgh. No,
Oh, okay.
Cleveland ain't got
Don't say Cleveland.
No, Pittsburgh's got the money.
Do they?
Yeah. Imagine Pittsburgh having him and Watt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, if I was going to say
it
Pittsburgh
just to
has the money,
them.
I mean, that would be a crazy landing spot.
He'd do it just to spite them, just so he could go after Burrow twice a year.
Oh, yeah.
Some guys are like that.
Man, but then
I wouldn't mind him in San Francisco, but
I was going to say, could they pair him with Bosa?
I wouldn't mind him one bit over there.
Bosa could use some help.
I definitely could use the help.
Jeff does bring up
no, legit edge rushers. They can have 3, but legit.
What about?
I mean, if you sign,
Tampa needs pass rushing help, or else they are not going to compete in the NFC South.
Yeah, Tampa definitely. Yep.
Like they're not winning their division again at 8 and 9. It's not happening. They need to make some improvements.
Anthony, it looks from that report that just came out. It looks like it may happen. Yes, Jeff saying San Fran would be dangerous. Unfortunately, I think Dallas could be an option because they could really boost up that D line then. Hendrickson, Gary, oh my God. What the hell with drafting a Lane Johnson replacement? I'm trying to convince Lane Johnson to play 5 more years. I like Highsmith in Pittsburgh, but I like Herbig better. Nick Herbig. I think he's a really good player. I think if he gets, Jeff just pops the comment in right as I say it. All right.
It's going to be very interesting to see what Mike McCarthy does with that team. That team and the philosophy has been so stale. It's going to be real interesting they just phoned it in. It's the feeling and coming from knowing and hearing the Pittsburgh fandom that I have to listen to on a weekly basis. They literally just sit there and say, yeah, we already know what's going to happen. We go a little over 500, 1 or 2 over 500, go first round, get our butts whipped, collect a paycheck, have a nice day. We'll see you next year. Mike has a lot to turn around and improve upon. He has to. 100%. He has to. Anthony, let's get a season with them together, and I can make that fair assessment.
Yeah, let's get Mike Evans to play a full season.
Yeah, like I said, let's see what he looks like for a season, and ask me that question at the same time next year. I'll have a more fair answer for that. I really couldn't. I don't want to judge that right now. In all honesty, I couldn't judge that right now.
Jeff's got a point. Fresh blood is exciting, but McCarthy is not.
Yeah, there's a lot.
I'll say this.
My Secret Service agent buddy Mike is not thrilled about having McCarthy whatsoever. He said he would have rather had Matt Canada, and I went, "Wow, that's cold. That's seriously cold."
What if for Henderson, the Bills take a look?
They need it.
Bills have a non-existent pass rush. 3 sacks out of Ed Oliver and 5 for Joey Bosa.
No, Evans will be the second, Zolt. Evans will be 2.
He's going to be the security blanket.
Yeah. He'll be the 2.
Oh, sweet Moses. Let's at least get Evans to camp before he comes on.
My.
Wow.
Zolt, you wouldn't be the one to forecast that. That guy right there would be.
Oh.
Everybody blames stuff on me.
Because don't you usually have a segment on this show called the 49ers injury report? I believe
He came up with that.
Now he's gonna blame. Now he's blaming Tyler.
Why are we throwing?
You guys
blame?
are
Wow. Oh, where's that milk background, Tyler?
I can't stay. All right. Anyway, back to the
I was gonna say, now the truth comes out.
I'm not going to do this entire list because we'll be here all night. What about Devin Lloyd? Who needs an off-ball linebacker?
Actually, Cleveland does.
They actually signed one today. They signed Quincy Williams.
The Bengals.
The Bengals need everything on that side of the football.
I was gonna say, the Bengals need everything. They need a whole team.
I honestly, I'm going to stick to my guns and say Carolina. I think that defense is getting better by the day. It improved last year. You get Jalen Phillips to add some pressure to the quarterback. Why not go get a playmaker? They already got a really solid secondary. Why not go get a playmaker at the middle linebacker spot?
Zolt, Evans, and Pearsall will flip spots right there, buddy.
You know what?
It'll be CMC, Evans, Kittle, Pearsall.
Ooh. Zolt.
Yeah, the Lions that's the funny thing. The Lions always seem to need linebackers. They've always seemed to need linebackers. I don't get it. It's like even once they get 1 or 2, they're only there for a year or 2, and then the Lions end up trading them. Yeah. It's like they don't.
Anzalone was great for the
not
Lions.
Using their brains on keeping them.
I think maybe the Colts take a look at Devin Lloyd if they have the money.
Well, here's the thing. They already traded Zaire Franklin away, but they needed to clear money for Pierce, and they still got to make money for Jones. So I don't know if the Colts will have the money. They can't have the money.
They can't afford it.
Yeah, I was going to say, what'd they take for the hit on trading off Pittman?
They saved they saved some decent cap space for that.
Did they?
Yeah, because Pittsburgh gave him a new deal. So that's the one thing I will say about Pittsburgh. I understand we make the jokes about McCarthy, but at least with him now,
they got number 2 wide receivers.
Well, it's better than what they had last year because it was DK Metcalf and who?
He's got a point. You're going from a very low end number 1 to no 2 to now you got low end number 1 and 2.
You got 2 twos.
And Rico Dowdle.
I don't want to go that far, but you're not far off.
You got 2 twos right now, which is better than having a wide receiver and nothing else. I mean, so you have improved your offense just a smidge.
And you still don't have a starting quarterback on the roster.
Thanks, Jeff. 24 million the Colts saved, George. I knew it was in the 20s. I just don't want to say that. I just didn't want to quote the wrong number.
I was
All
going
right,
to say,
here's
if
an
Aaron Rodgers actually doesn't come back to play, and then you got Howard.
Well, Howard, have fun.
It's like, dude, actually, if you think about it from Howard's perspective, it's like, oh, okay. I mean, when's the last time Mike McCarthy had a rookie quarterback?
I'm not going that far back. That's many moves.
Aaron.
That is true.
Just saying, he kind of knows what to do with a rookie quarterback. It's not too bad.
Next up, Tariq Woolen. I don't think he's going to go back to Seattle. They have all those defensive backs still. I know they like to run those heavy DB formations, but I don't see him returning unless he takes a team-friendly deal. I'm going to kick this one off because I think a really good landing spot for him would be the Packers. They need corner help.
I'm glad you didn't say Philadelphia because I don't think we pay him.
I don't think, unless he's taking a prove-it deal, which I don't think we're going to be in that area.
If he didn't take a pay cut to stay with the team he just won a Super Bowl with, I don't think he's taking a prove-it deal.
What about New England?
Well, I mean, he still isn't signed, so.
What about New England?
They already have Davis and Gonzalez. I don't know if Woolen fits them.
I'm sorry. Who should have gotten burned in the Super Bowl?
Okay.
I'm just saying.
Oh man.
Just saying. If Darnold's a little bit more on target, we're talking about Sam Darnold being MVP and 3 touchdowns.
That's going to be the Jets splashy free agent pickup.
Wow.
Tariq Woolen.
Wow.
There we go.
Sam almost looked like he wanted to barf right there.
I think Sam was intrigued by the thought.
I don't hate the idea of it. I mean, they do need some help at corner.
You bring in Minka. You're trying to clearly put some pieces together on defense.
Aaron Glenn wouldn't be mad about it.
All right. Easy one. Kyler.
Oh, man. This is easy.
Who's ever left?
Every quarterback needy team we can think of, guys.
Who's ever left? Wherever Kirk goes to one, Kyler goes to the other.
Yeah, basically. And then still got to see what happens with Rodgers, too. If Rodgers pulls a curveball and doesn't go back to Pittsburgh, maybe, someone ends up there.
Kirk's going to Pittsburgh 100%.
I'm going to still call it Kyler Murray to the Vikings.
Jeff said, I kind of want Howard to start. Let him either
succeed
or be
that bad.
I don't think he would be either. I said he can make every NFL throw. I've seen it.
Mm-hmm.
The guy made every throw in college, and I think he could do it. If you put him in the right system, which may not be Pittsburgh, but still, I would like to see it.
The talent is around him to do it. I mean, talk about almost falling into a Brock Purdy type situation. Brock Purdy's got the talent around him.
Somebody want to answer this one? Anthony said, what's one signing that's a good fit and one that's a bad fit?
From signings that we've seen already?
Yes.
I'm gonna bring up the one that you had just mentioned. J.K. Dobbins. It's just too much injury prone on J.K. Ever since he's literally stepped onto the field in the league. And I think it's just I mean, yes, I understand. Hey, you lost Williams. That's on your guys' accord. You kept the wrong running back. You brought in J.K. It's like, no, I'm sorry. I think you lost out and you should have kept Williams. I think you screwed up there. I think Denver royally screwed that up.
Hmm.
So that's one I would say is a bad, because JK just cannot stay on the field.
Okay. I'm trying to think. I may have to go. I'm gonna have to go and look at some of these ones because there's a lot.
There's a lot of
There's a
what are we up to? 78, 79, 80?
yeah, right. Like,
A good like automatic good fit. I'll go with Walker with KC. I mean, it honestly is. Sam, you even said it yourself. They've been looking for something like that, and now they've got it. Oh, that's kind of
oh, I
ironic.
don't.
I ended up with both running backs as a good and a bad. Oh, damn.
Yeah, right.
But I mean, seriously though, I was mind blown that it was Kansas City when I saw that this morning. I was like, okay. I said, yep, just help the help the cause just a little bit more. Oh yeah, who's back as the OC over there? Some guy named Eric Bieniemy. Damn it! What were you guys thinking?
Why did we let this happen?
Yeah, how did that happen? How did that happen? I'm sure Patrick Mahomes picked up the phone and went, "Yo, dude, how you doing?" Yeah, I'll say the Walker deal is the good one, and Dobbins is the bad one.
I'm still not crazy about the Jalen Watson fit in LA. I thought Forbes played well last year to be their corner too. I like McDuffie's fit. I don't think Watson. I think the Rams could have done better at corner too. So that's the one I don't, as a fit, I don't like. And I, what I really do like still, I love Travis Etienne to the freaking Saints, dude. I just love it. It's such a good fit. It's going to be a good run. Kellen Moore, I'm telling you, Kellen Moore took so much information in that 1 year in Philly, and he is now building up the O line. They have both their young tackles. They're now beefing up the interior of the offensive line. They've got their pass catchers need some improvement. I mean, they have Olave. They can use another wide receiver. They have Jawan Johnson at tight end, but I love Travis Etienne with the Saints.
Well, I think I'm gonna one up you on it. I think he actually started taking notes when he was with Dallas and
I think
saw
he,
the
yeah,
correct things and the right things and the wrong things and what to do and how to build this squad. I'm gonna say it even stemmed from Dallas.
I don't
You know,
disagree.
I got my one bad fit. Tua
This
to the
should be good.
Falcons.
to yeah.
Yes, it was a cheap deal, but I don't like the fit at all.
Yeah.
I think he could have taken a cheap deal on another team to get more valuable experience.
Well,
Another one
well,
I'm not crazy with Kenny Gainwell going to Tampa either.
dude, I
Yeah,
thought that was. I
that's
thought
strange.
I actually liked that. I thought that was actually a nice deal.
But does Bucky Irving not already do all the things that he does?
But
He does.
again, if you want to save a running back's knees, what's the best way then to have a veteran guy right there with him?
I don't. No, I'm not saying they could have added a veteran, but like go get a more of a maybe a more physical style runner instead of another like scat back like Gainwell. I think that like Bucky already is that.
Yeah.
But if it works in your system, again, we got to go back to looking at the system. You know,
Look, he asked ones that we didn't like. I don't like it. It's I just
yeah, that's
it
true.
could work. It could work, and I could be completely wrong. Look, it would not be the first time that Sam comes on the show and makes an ass out of himself,
That's
and
just
it won't
every
be the
show.
last either.
Oh,
There we go. Put the cherry on top.
I'll bite my tongue bleeding. You left that door open too easily. I can't. I just can't. It's too easy. I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it. That was too easy.
You two are
Evidently.
unbelievable.
That'd be way too easy. Oh God, that would
Sam,
be
this
too
is what
easy.
you get for having the week off from dueling aces.
Oh.
Tyler, did you give your fit you did like?
I liked so many of the fits. I guess my favorite one, I'm going to say Nakobe Dean to the Raiders. I liked it because Nakobe's that field general. He can alter the course of your entire defense. So I like that. That's a great starting point. And then to double it up with Quay Walker, I mean, perfect scenario for him.
Georgia boys are back together. Zolt was saying Kyler to Minnesota. Anthony said Flacco to Minnesota. That would be kind of hilarious. Anthony actually disagreed with me, and he liked Kenny Gainwell. He did not like Willis to Miami. I don't know if I do. Here's the thing with Willis. I don't know if I like it or don't like it, but I definitely saw it coming because of all the green. I mean, they hired the guy from Green Bay's front office to be the GM. They brought in Jeff Hatley. Now, if you want to ruin, now what you could do is, if you want to ruin Malik Willis, you could bring in a really crappy pass game coordinator. Oh wait, they did that already.
Oh man,
Jalen Waddle get used to hitch routes, young man, because that's all you're going to be running for the next year.
Yeah, and I think that's hilarious that they did that because you're looking at the guy. It's like, oh well, he did great with Green Bay. Well, yeah, but look at the two different offensive lines. You are not getting the same thing in Miami that you were getting in Green Bay. Sorry about your luck. It's just like everybody saying, oh, Tom Brady would have been great in Cleveland. No, he would not have been. Totally different offensive line, and he would have been running for his damn life and getting killed. No, again, it's the systems, and when you look good in one system, it doesn't mean you're going to be good in the other. Good luck with Willis.
I have the perfect deep threat receiver to pair with Malik Willis. AJ Brown. So that way he can slow up on every deep ball that he throws to him. And Malik Willis
we're forgetting about the numero uno wide receiver free agent, Tyreek Hill.
I haven't heard his name much.
We haven't heard about him at all today.
Which means
we haven't heard
the Chiefs.
We haven't heard him in free agency, where he may sign, how many alimony payments he's up to. We haven't heard anything from Tyreek Hill in some time now.
Yeah, it's been awfully quiet. That's very surprising. Speaking of free agents, it's like he didn't make your list or wasn't on your list. That's interesting.
That list that I was reading off of, it wasn't mine, but he was.
That was on somebody's list.
I mean, people are also forgetting him. He's 32. He's not getting faster with age.
No, which means
not with that leg injury.
Cleveland.
And that leg injury was brutal.
Which means he'll end up with Cleveland. We love former great wide receivers over here. The more former, the better.
I don't know. I mean, maybe San Fran takes a look at him. I mean, they got DeMarcus Robinson and Sky Moore. I mean, they kind of like former Chiefs wide receivers.
That's true. I was going to say, I think we released Sky.
You might have. Yeah.
I think Sky got released, which was a shame because he was a good kick returner. He was a good returner. I wasn't minding that. Plus, he did get some offensive playing time too. So when Pearsall was out, so I wasn't minding it one bit because I knew what he did in Kansas City.
So much for my dreams of the Eagles signing Shaheed to get
Seattle definitely wasn't wasting any time.
Yeah. Well, then again, the Eagles would have never made a move on him while AJ's still on the team. Because you're not going to pay Shaheed that. Yeah, you're not paying Shaheed to be a number 3.
No,
but the Eagles are in the market for one because we did lose Jahan Dotson, which Atlanta, what the hell are you doing?
Well, again, that's Stefanski with the shopping cart.
No, and I'm okay. Here's the thing, though. I'm okay with him signing with Atlanta. I think he could be a decent weapon there, but they gave him a deal that's large enough to give the Eagles back a compensatory draft pick. Like, the Eagles are already projected to have 4 comp picks next year. Not this year coming up that we're getting back from Milton Williams and them. We're going to get one for Dean, Blankenship, Dotson, and Jalen Phillips. Like I said, everyone that gets on the Eagles for not going through the first wave, once again, there are 4 teams today that did not make an external free agent move. You know who they were? The 4 teams that won 11 plus games last year. You know what today is? Today is Christmas for bad teams. The Titans win day one. The Raiders win day one. The Eagles do not need to win day one to be a good football team next year.
Agreed.
I am focusing on paying my defensive stars.
And a lot of the compensatory picks don't even pan out anyway, unless you're picking them early. Usually you're getting them late, 6th, 7th round.
Yeah. But when you get somebody getting over 100 million, like Milton Williams last year, Jalen Phillips this year, you get the 3rd round pick. So that it helps. Anthony, if Jacksonville trades Brian Thomas, I don't know what they're doing offensively next year.
Yeah, I was going to say, I would watch that smoke and mirrors. I've heard a lot of bullshining today. It's like, no, Jacksonville they need to keep their core that they've got together right now. They're just fine. They need to work on that running back situation, though, because they're in trouble. They are in trouble.
They're going to need to do something with it.
They are seriously in trouble. I don't even know who's left on the roster.
Oh, for Jacksonville? Oh, God, I don't even know either. Let me see. DJ. Oh, God.
Tootin and LeQuint Allen? Who the hell are these guys? Oh, wait a minute. Well, there's a guy who's going to get bounced right on up first. Bryson, I know this guy. DJ Dallas. That could end up being your starter.
Yeah, this is
I forgot DJ Dallas got picked up by them. You want to talk about revitalizing a career? That could be interesting. Could be very interesting.
Could be. It definitely could be.
Because Allen is noted as a pass blocker, not as a runner. So with looks like with Tootin and DJ Dallas, okay, I'll pay attention. I'll see what DJ looks like. I won't be mad at it. I won't be mad at it.
It's going to be something interesting. It's going to be something interesting to monitor.
And hey, if he does resurrect his career, Brace has got some nice autographed rookie cards. Just like I have a couple of nice DeAndre Swift ones over here.
Still rocking over there?
Oh, heck yeah. That autographed one I pulled out of the pack. At the time, nobody, whenever you get those Leaf autograph ones, it's like you never know who's going to go out big. And sure enough, Swift, no problem. It's a nice auto to have.
Definitely. But all right, gentlemen, do we have anything else you want to bring up? It's been a heck of a show. Heck of an episode.
That's about all I got.
I was going to say, I think.
Fortunately, no live breaking news that happened to kick off the show.
Just like I predicted.
Now,
Thank
of course,
you, Sam,
tomorrow.
For jinxing everything.
So, guys, if you want any breaking NFL news, tune into NFL Network by 10 o'clock because by the time we're done here, which is going to be in the next minute now, everything will happen. 18 trades, 15 more free agent signings, and all that good stuff because, of course, in the middle of our show, we had Rico Dowdle signed to the Steelers, and that was it. But anyway, guys, we are going to get on out of here. Thank you all for joining us tonight. Absolutely fun show. Thank you, everybody that flooded the comments section. Like we said, thank you for coming to us for your sports talk. We appreciate you guys, every single one of you. You guys make these shows the best, and we had a blast talking with all of you tonight. So we are going to get up on out of here. Jeff, thank you very much. Please always try to come back
by.
into the comments when you can. We appreciate it.
Oh,
Always a fun pleasure talking with all of our fans and our supporters. We appreciate every single one of you guys. Anthony, you forgot that Pittman went to Pittsburgh? I think Pittsburgh may forget Pittman got traded there when they only passed the ball to DK next year.
Oh my! Don't say that. Yeah, you're right.
Guys.
The ball will be going to Valdez Scantling.
Stop it.
Oh, jeez.
Show schedule for the rest of the week, guys. Heading home back on Wednesday morning at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. We have another special guest this week. We're making that announcement tomorrow over on the Facebook page, so please stay tuned for that. No birds this week. We're going to take this week off. We're going to give the Eagles an extra week to make some moves, do what they have to do. We'll talk about all the Eagles stuff next Friday on the 20th. So only 2 shows this week. Tonight, hitting home on Wednesday. So, guys, we hope you enjoyed tonight's show. Thank you, everybody, for joining us.
No DA tomorrow.
No DA tomorrow.
Due to my own scheduling conflictions, no DA, and we'll be back. Sam will be jumping in over there next Tuesday. We will be back. We should be back on track.
Hopefully.
Hopefully. It won't be late because my clock, I think my punch-in time will be 10 p.m. So we'll be starting early.
All right, so we won't see Zolt probably.
I hope we get about 10 minutes. I was going to say we might get 10 minutes of Zolt. That might be it.
Unless you just bounce and me and Zolt finish the show.
Well, that's true too.
Always an option.
Oh, that's a dangerous option. It's a very dangerous option.
No, it's not. Me and Zolt will be fine.
I've watched Zolt do a show. I've watched y'all do a show without me. I've seen what goes on.
Thank you guys for joining us tonight. We'll see you back here on 609 Wednesday morning for Hitting Home. Thank you all for joining us. Thank you for all who commented in. We'll see you guys next time. For George G3, Tyler Adams, I'm Sam Nelson. Good night, everybody.
Watch out.
The following has been a presentation of 609 Sports Talk Radio.